Gukesh, after becoming world chess champion in classical chess, continued his supreme form in classic games in TATA Steel Masters tournament. He remained undefeated and on the top of the standings after in round 12. In final round, he faced his fellow Indian Arjun Erigaisi. Arjun Erigaisi, another talented Indian Grandmaster, is known for his solid and strategic play. Arjun crossed 2,800 ELO points in the FIDE classical ratings recently. He was the second Indian to achieve this feat after Vishwanathan Anand. But he had poor form in this tournament and was on the bottom of the table. In the later stage of the tournament, he got his rhythm back and defeated Nodibek Abdusattarov in the 12th round. With that consolation win, he entered the final round. The game took place on February 2, 2025, during the Masters tournament, and both players were representing India.
E5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark squared bishop.
The game began with the classic open game e4, e5, a popular choice for players who enjoy open, tactical battles. Petrov, playing as white, opted for the Petrov defense. After nf3, nf6, the game quickly took an aggressive turn when Gukesh captured the pawn on e5 with knight, a bold move that signaled his intention to fight for the initiative early on.
Knight takes e5 captures the undefended e5 pawn and places the knight in the center, where it controls many important squares. d6 attacks the knight on e5 and allows the light squared bishop to develop. Knight c4 gets the attacked knight out of danger. That was a free pawn. This pins a knight to the king.
The middle game saw both players maneuvering their pieces to gain control of the center.
This threatens to tactically win a rook.
Aimed at maintaining pressure on black's position, while Arjun responded with queen e7 and knight f6, solidifying.
This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a rook. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Black develops the bishop and attacks the center. A solid choice. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is the only good move. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This threatens to win material through an eventual pin. This threatens to eventually win a pawn.
The game took a sharp turn when Arjun castled queenside, a rare and aggressive choice that indicated his willingness to take risks.
The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. Very precise. White keeps the momentum, moving the pawns forward.
Gukesh pushed his pawns on the queen side with b4 and b5, trying to open lines for his rooks and create weaknesses in black's camp.
This threatens to win a knight through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win a knight through a fork. This leads to a material winning pin.
Arjun's bh3 was a clever move, forcing Gukesh to exchange his light squared bishop, which weakened white's king side.
This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. Recaptures. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only. This misses a better way to tactically win a pawn. This threatens to tactically win a knight. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. Takes back. This misses an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. recaptures. This overlooks an opportunity to connect rooks. The game was close to equal, but now black has the advantage. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This is the way to win a pawn.
Bishop take h6, rook takes h6, where Gukesh's position began to deteriorate.
With this recapture, black introduces a new piece to the game. This misses an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. Right on target. With the rook now developed as well, white has all pieces ready for action.
Arjun's queen h5 and rook dh8 put immense pressure on white's king side, and Gukesh was forced to defend carefully.
This doubles the rooks on a file, which allows them to team up to create threats. This attacks a knight, winning a tempo when it moves away. Now white can't stop black from winning a pawn if they make the right moves.
However, Arjun's relentless attack continued with knight a3, targeting white's weakened queen side.
This is the strongest option. That pawn was free for the taking.
By move 25, Gukesh was in serious trouble. His attempt to counter-attack with b6 was met with c takes b6, opening the c file for Arjun's rooks.
This wins a tempo by threatening a knight and forcing it to move away. This wins material. This misses an opportunity to counterattack an opposing queen.
Gukesh's rook a4 and rook d3 were desperate attempts to hold the position, but Arjun's knight takes c3 was a decisive.
This wins a knight. Recaptures. This steps away from the checking rook. One of the best moves. This wins material. This places a rook on the 7th rank, where it can be highly active. Very precise. This evades the check from the rook. Black attacks a trapped piece and will win a queen. This threatens to force eventual checkmate.
The game ended on move 31 after Arjun's rook 8 h2, which forced Gukesh to resign. Arjun's precise play and relentless attack proved too much for Gukesh to handle, and the game concluded with a victory for Arjun Erigaisi. Arjun is believed to be a contender for the spot of challenger to the world champion, along with the top players like Fabiano Caravana, Hikaru Nakamura. This game was a testament to the high level of play, showcasing his skills at top level of chess.